Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Saad from Profity Media, and welcome to our first podcast series. और today हमारे साथ एक guest हैं. Um, he's Mohammed Hamza. He's been, starting his journey as a service provider in the Amazon marketplace, or with time to time, he's transitioned from being a service provider to eventually launching a program called Skillshare. वो एक basically education platform है, in which what they do is that they provide unparalleled coaching with the resources that that are hard to get, and there are some best kept secrets in the industry that don't people don't normally like to reveal, but you can find that there with Mohammed Hamza. He's personally really generous with his knowledge. और टुडे आज मैं इनका इंट्रोडक्शन करना चाहता हूँ to host or be a guest in our first episode of our podcast series. So welcome, Mohammed Hamza. Glad to have you here. So how are you feeling today?
Thank you so much, Saad, for such a brief introduction. Yeah, I'm feeling good. What about you?
I'm great. So today we're going to be talking about, if I may let you begin with the topic.
Sure, sure. See, I'm in this industry since past 4 years, and currently I feel that the market has been very, very saturated, especially for the newbies, because I've been coaching, like I've coached over 1,000 plus students, both for free and in my free programs on my YouTube channel, on my series, and my paid program as well. So the most common thing I noticed and the complaints I receive from individuals is that it's very hard to get their first client currently, especially for someone who is not even equipped with a skill set yet. So there are 2 to 3 aspects which need to be covered, and no one is talking about them. Or you can say that no one wants to share those insider tips with especially newbies, because no one wants to create their competition. But my way of doing things is different. I believe in giving upfront value. So today, even the goal of today's podcast is to share all the strategy, share a complete roadmap and framework which anyone can use, even if he she has got no experience or no skill set, even she has not any skills, but still that how they will learn the skill, how to land their first client, how to transition from an individual freelancer to agency owner, and how to transition from agency owner to a business owner, and the journey goes on. But in order to do that, you need to have a clarity first. So if you don't have clarity, if you don't clear about your roadmap, then obviously you will stuck like 99% of people are stuck right now currently in the industry, and they are surviving. Even some so-called agencies, almost 90% of these agencies are not profitable. Why? Because they are not operating on these frameworks. So currently, we'll not talk about agency model in more detail, but I'll give you an overview of that as well. So I'll focus more on like how a newbie can start their journey in this digital world and stand out among such a saturated market. Okay. So let me just share my screen. If you have any questions, you can ask, friend.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just interested to know about like what has it been like for you when you started out as a newbie? If you could like, share some light on your personal experiences, that would mean a lot to the audience. I mean, they would get inspiration from it. So yeah.
Okay. So when I did started, even the market was not that much saturated back then. It was 2019, but still I did not go to any sort of freelancing platform like Fiverr and Upwork. It's not that they did not work for me. Just I took a different route from the start. I literally took a different route from the start of my career. I learned the concept which was called as selling, the art of selling without selling. It means that you, instead of selling yourself, instead of going out there and shouting that by that hire me, I'm the expert. Okay, you need to give upfront value. You need to give a reason. Even if you are newbie, you need to show the enthusiasm. You need to show that you are passionate, you have got the knowledge, you have got the hunger in yourself, and you need to provide the upfront value in the community. And I'll share that how you can do it at the same too. So I I personally applied all these techniques, and all the things which I'm going to share in this session is what I applied on myself, even from the starting till now, and how these things evolve. Because I did started from Facebook groups, but now Facebook groups are oversaturated as well. Then, so instead of posting in groups, now I am transitioned to more sort of networking with the right individuals. That's what working currently. And I think personally in Pakistan, none of the companies or training teach you how to network with the right individual in the right way, and how to utilize your resources, how to build your $1 million network. I think this is what will make you stand out among others who are just relying on posting content. And once you coupled up this networking strategy with the person branding, out of person branding, then no one can stop you for being unstoppable. You can scale as much as you can. And I personally believe, because when I did started, I fall multiple times. I know, I still remember that I comes down to literally ground zero 3 times during this my 4 years journey. Why? Because one of the reasons is, lack of proper mentorship, and the lack of awareness, or like completely dependency on like some other individuals, not doing my own thing, not utilizing my own creativity. Once I started utilizing that, once I started my own research, once I started exploring, once I onboarded with some mentors, then obviously my journey becomes smooth. I got more clarity. My mindset shift becomes like huge. And then I learned some more high paying skills, which are called like sales skills, closing skills, offer creation. So before starting your freelancing, we'll talk about the prerequisites, which are must, if you want to become a successful freelancer in this era. So everything I'll share today is, the you can say that I'll share every single drop of knowledge which I have, or I've got through experience. I learned a hard way and easier way, anything. So let's just start. I guess let's just
Yeah,
start.
definitely. It was really inspiring, like, seeing you that get through those, roadblocks and those dips in your journey. You know, m- there's many times that, people feel down and they're just on the verge of giving up. But that extra step is what drives the process. Like, that gets them the result that they've so long desired for. So yeah, I mean, I'll let you share the screen and see what you have to say.
Yeah, you're right. Like, you see, if your path is straight, if you are not falling, then you must be doing something bad. There must be something wrong if your path is straight. If you are facing ups and downs, then think that you are on the right path, because that's how your journey should be. That's how you learn. But it should not be like down, down, down. It ups and downs works, but not all the time, all of the times.
Definitely.
Let me share my screen and show you a few things. I guess it's visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
So let's just build a building block. Like, what important blocks need to be there first. So let me just open up a quick doc here and I'll show you something. So the first thing is prerequisites, and the second thing is obviously your learning the skill, right? Learning the skill. Third thing is practicing. Fourth thing is portfolio. Fifth thing is testimonials. First dollar, and first 10K. Transition to agency, and then transition to business owner slash investor. So this is the roadmap I'll be giving you guys today. Very easy, simple to easy to understand way. So what are the prerequisites? I believe that if you want to become a highly paid freelancer in today's competitive era, especially in 2023, before learning the skill, you need to learn these few skills. What are those skills? One of them is communication skill. Communication skill, your English proficiency should be good. It doesn't matter that it must be not fluent. It should not be fluent, but at least you should be capable of like understanding what other person is saying, and sharing them what you want to share. So at least you should have at least, I must say, like 5 out of 10. You should be fluent in English, especially spoken English, and written English. It should be 8 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you're able to hold a conversation, I think that just does it for the most part. That you have to be able to hold a conversation with other person.
Yeah, true. Sales skills and research skills. So why I'm emphasizing on these four things. See, once we are not learning the skill to work with local clients. So okay, even from the start of your career, you need to work with international clients, especially in today's competitive era. So in order to do that, you should be fluent in English. As far you need to be get on with onboarding calls with the clients. You need when you are closing them on calls. So you should be able to communicate with them in English. And obviously, if you are an Asian, a Pakistani or Indian or Bangladeshi, it doesn't matter. Like, clients would understand, like, as long as you are not applying for the positions like sales representative, closers. Obviously, these sort of positions required a fluent English. But if you are working as a general freelancer for any sort of like skill like Amazon FBA, Shopify, e-commerce, video editing, obviously you don't need to be fluent in these in English. You just need to be fluent enough that you communicate with your clients effectively. Then obviously communication skills again matters a lot, like how well you understand, how well you communicate with a person, how well you present yourself. Okay. Then the most important part is sales skills, because again, why most people survive, or lacks most of number one ability with almost 99% of freelancers lacks is sales skills. That's why they only depend on freelancing platforms. They don't work on independent channels, and there are only 1% of the freelancers who focus on establishing their brands off the freelancing platforms, and then they add multiple channels to those off platforms channels. So your number one priority should be learning sales skills. Then the research skill. Why research skill? If you have this skill, I believe no one can stop you, because the number one, I still remember, like, when I was doing like Amazon listing copywriting course from one of the very very talented individuals of our community. His name is Arkam Chima. So I was saying, like, if you got proficient in these four skills, then you don't need to learn these skills either. There are a lot of smart ways then you can utilize to establish yourself in the industry, and you can work on multiple roles at the same time. Like, let me just share a quick hack with you. For example, if you are good at communication, if you are good at you're good at presenting yourself, you are good at selling yourself, you're good at English speaking, then you just need to learn a bit of about the skill, a bit of about the competitor. And once you have the framework, like, once if you have the framework to how to land the client, so you can even land that client utilizing these four skills without having the skill. And then what you can do is you can outsource the client. You can hire a person from, like, local freelancers. You can go to Fiverr and hire them. You can take upfront payment from client. Let's suppose you win a project of $1,000, okay, without having a skill, and that's easily doable. That doesn't sound unrealistic, obviously. So let's suppose you close $1,000 client. What you can do is you go to the Fiverr and you'll find some very top-notch people selling the same service for $200, because just because you utilize the different approach, which I'm going to share with you in this podcast. So utilizing that approach, Obviously, first of all, you'll close the same client for $1,000 on which 90% of your competition is charging $200. So what you can do is you can outsource that project to those freelancers. So what you can do is you don't have to pay anything from your pocket. Okay, you'll ask the client to pay you 50% advance, because that's how it should be done. Client will not hesitate to pay you 50% of the project upfront. And then, so let's say the 50% is $500. So again, you use that $500 to outsource the project and pay the $200 to the Fiverr guy, and get the project done, completed. You can request revisions until you are satisfied, and then you can deliver the projects to client, and you can earn the remaining $500. And let's say you pay $300, $350 to the Fiverr freelancer. So you are still making $600 to $700 profit from just a single client, without learning skill, without practicing the skill, without having a portfolio, without having a testimonial. Because why? These two things, you can utilize the portfolio and testimonial of that particular person as well, on from which you will be outsourcing your work. You can, for example, you can reach out to some people. You can go to Facebook groups related to your industry and see who is active out there, who is posting some case studies, who is posting some success stories. You can collaborate with them. You can pitch them your offer that you will bring clients to them. You just need to share with you their portfolio and testimonials, and you can utilize their testimonials and portfolio to showcase to the client, and you can easily close it. So this is again a good approach if anyone want to start their white labeling agency, or white labeling other services. Or you can do this for multiple skills. You don't have to restrict yourself to just one community. Okay, so this was a short quick hack I want to share here. So now, how you need to master these skills. I'll give you a one pattern. Okay, I'm just going to share with you a single pattern. You need to utilize that same pattern for learning anything or researching anything. Okay, either it's these skills, or the main skill you want to work for. First of all, come to YouTube. Let's say I want to polish my communication skills first. Okay, just search just search, for example, communication skills, your main keyword, and you can see a lot of things out here. So the best thing is, search for a communication skills course instead of going to random video. You can search for a communication skill course. Okay, and here you will see some short courses or some short videos. Let's see, here is a complete course in communication skills. So what I do is, instead of watching random videos, I'll straight go through the comment section of the videos in on which I was watching. Let's suppose I want to watch this video. So before watching this video, I'll go directly into the comment section to see what other people are saying. Even let's say, even if I want to watch a good movie, what I do is I search for like top movies on YouTube, and then I go to that any video comment section and see what other people are recommending, what movies other people are recommending, and from there I make my main list of watching those movies which I want to watch. So same process you need to follow here. What you need to do is, whichever the video you want to watch or whichever the course you want to watch, before watching the course, go to the comment section and see what people are saying. Even you can get the summary of the video. You can see what people are saying. You can see what people are talking about, giving reviews about the person whose video you're watching. And if you find like most of the reviews are positive and available, if I see people are posting their teach learnings, people are appreciating the person, so I think this video is valuable. So I'll start watching it. But don't watch for the sake of watching. Okay, what you need to do is, you need to follow this pattern. You identify one video. Okay, first of all, once you start watching, must make notes of anything you learn from that video. Okay, notes. Don't make notes on docs or word file. Yeah. So when you make handwritten notes, your subconscious mind will train according as you write. Okay. So you'll feed the information. Information will remain in your subconscious mind if you make handwritten notes. If you make digital notes, it will not be that much effective as compared to the handwritten notes. You can highlight certain things. You can pick up your notebook and see whenever you need to revise these things. So don't go with digital notes. Always make handwritten notes. Okay, whichever your points you learn, make handwritten notes. Then here comes the main part. Let's say you learn from, like, see, main point one. You make 5 points. See, you make 5 points. Main point two, main point three. Let's say I have made 3 points, and let's say he teaches the importance of communication skill. uh, what we can do is, let me just see. Let's suppose I see, let's suppose there are people have left some comments, that this guy mentioned non-verbal communications. So I'll copy those things. Let's suppose one of the points of the video was importance of non-verbal communication. So let's suppose I made a note on non-verbal communication. Now what you need to do is go to Google and search every single sentence you learn. You make notes of. For example, I make notes of. I'll go to Google and search for non-verbal communication, and I'll go to this blog post. Okay, I'll go to this blog post and learn that particular aspect of video in more detail. Okay. Similarly, let's say within non-verbal communication, you find that importance of facial expressions. Then again, I'll copy the facial expression. I'll watch some videos on importance of facial expression. Then I'll watch some blog posts on importance of facial expression. Then let's say within facial expressions, the importance of the how to understand the emotional state, how to within the facial expressions, you learn some more things. Let's suppose you see some common facial expression. Let's suppose I say happiness. Then you can go to Google and search for happiness facial expression, and you learn more about that thing. So this is how you should be learning your skill and anything you want to learn. This will not only help you to learn horizontally, but it will help you to learn vertically as well. So you're learning the horizontally and vertically, and you will be digging deep and deeper and deeper into particular skill. And this is how you make yourself sounding much more professional and much more, you know you will be equipped with much more knowledge and much more experience as compared to any other person who just comes there, watch some videos and or watch some random course. So this pattern you need to follow. Okay, you don't need to buy any paid courses. Let's say you want to learn a skill called, uh, let's say any random skill. You want to learn social media marketing, or let's say you want to build an AI automation agency. Okay, I'll search for AI automation agency, or I'll attach the course here, because this thing is trending. I'm giving you this idea as well. If you want to step in and start your career, you can start with AI automation agency as well. So let's just see. This video has got good views. This video has got good views. Don't I must recommend, don't watch too old videos. Like 2 to 3 4 months old videos are good. Don't watch too old videos unless they are very good. Okay. Let's say this guy has made a complete course on how to start an AI automation agency in 2023, step by step. Okay. So you comes down to the comment section. Okay, follow the same pattern. Okay, see, people are appreciating that, man. So it means that the content is valuable. So let's suppose he talks about multiple aspects of AI automation agency. Let's say here are the timestamps. Okay, he talks about these things. So what, instead of just watching this single course, once I complete that course, i'll watch I'll research on all these aspects separately as well, like lead generation, crafting, offer crafting, mindset shift, how to start. Okay, how to do outreach. Okay, let's suppose I want to learn outreach for offercation AI agency. So I'll search on Google how to outreach for my AI automation agency.
Yeah, I definitely see the value in having strong research skills like we've just seen you demonstrate them. And I personally think like we would be needing multiple sessions on this. Like I personally think that we would be needing a separate session on sales, a separate session on research, and because there's just so much here, like, I can already see that you're filled to the brim with knowledge, and I would love you to, come on more podcasts with us at Profity Media, and, just share these knowledge with your audience. And because I personally think this humble 30-minute podcast is not going to be able to cover that. But I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, sure. Obviously we can't cover these things in one single session. Even we can make a complete course on these all of these aspects, and that's what I am covering in the growth partner. But my goal is to give away all the knowledge for free as well, so as long as people value that. We have covered the research part and learning part. You will most probably have grasped the concept here. Now comes the portfolio and testimonial. Now, in order to make your portfolio and testimonial, okay, you need to offer free trials to the clients. How you offer the free trials? You simply go to the Facebook groups. Okay, don't go to your local country Facebook groups. Go to the Facebook groups which are active. Like you see, search for, let's say you want to learn AI. Okay, you can go to AI groups on AI on Facebook, and then join those groups. Okay, or you want to learn, or you want to offer Shopify Shopify brand management or Shopify dropshipping services. So you go to Facebook and search Shopify dropshipping. You'll see thousands of groups out there. Join at least 5 to 10 those groups on which members are actively posting, like having a 10 plus post a day. You need to join those groups. Just go to chat GPT. Now the third portion comes is content creation, which is again very very important aspect. Content creation, if you don't know the value of content creation, you'll not be able to land effective jobs. And here AI will help you. AI will help you in all of these aspects. So I believe in this era, the AI is you should make AI your best friend, and you'll absolutely crush every aspect. So just I'll I think we need to have a separate session on content creation for your personal branding. But for now, you can use AI tools like ChatGPT, Bard AI, but you need to train them first. You need to you There is a right way of using AI, right? So first of all, you need to tell AI, like, let's suppose you can tell him, like, suppose you are a let's say suppose you are a Shopify dropshipping expert and you have managed 100 million plus in revenue for multiple brands, and assist me in creating content for my Facebook profile. So the AI, no AI will AI will act as a Shopify expert for you. Okay. And then AI will be able to generate more better content for you. Instead of directly asking and giving the AI the topic, you need to give the context first. If you give the better context, you will get more better quality content. So then tell AI to give you a 30 days content ideas based on your target audience. Let's say your target audience is brand was. Then again, here comes another aspect. You need to be able to clear who's your target client. You need to be able to figure out your buyer persona. Then again, we will discuss about in upcoming sessions.
Yeah, definitely. I think you also have a resource on, identifying and crafting out a ideal buyer persona. I think you have posted that on your LinkedIn. I saw it. It's really good though.
Yeah, I'll attach the link of that post with this podcast where I will upload that. So people can go there and watch my post. And there I've shared a complete framework, including the resource in which I shared my personalized 13 to 14 prompt AI prompt strategy. Utilizing that, you can craft a complete buyer persona for any of your scale or any of your business. It will help you. So then now we are talking about content. So you can, once you get the content ideas, you can ask the AI to write a piece of content for you. But you need to give the structure of the content as well. Let's say you need to tell AI that, like, write the headline first, then write the body, and then write the CTA. Okay. And call to action is like, you can, in the call to action, you don't tell client to hire you, or to you are ready to give free services. In the call to action, you can tell something like that. You can, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I would love to answer you out. So we'll be utilizing more smart approach here. So you need to be very very consistent with content creation, and instead of relying on single platform, go to multi-platform from day one. And in my opinion, the top four platforms would be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So if you establish your presence in those four platforms, and since day one, then obviously you will divide the probability of landing your first job among the four platforms. So obviously the chances will be getting more higher instead of you relying only focusing on one platform. And you can obviously dedicate more time a day as well.
So, with that being said, I think we're actually coming to the end of our time here. Definitely really enjoyed everything here. I personally got so many insights from it myself. I think, we can maybe like discuss the first dollar, the journey from up to the first dollar to the transition to the business owner, investor, later in another podcast because we need to have a dedicated session on that. Because, like you said, all of this knowledge cannot be just covered in a single video. So with that being said, thank you for joining us, Muhammad Hamza. It's been a blast with you. I really appreciate it.